All right, we get to our last segment. We call this the moonshot here, Sean. We bring in a fan of yours to ask you a question. So I'm going to bring him in right now. He should be coming in right about now. This is Nick. Nick Shaw, everybody, is going to be our guest today, here to ask Sean a question. Thank you, Nick, for being on today.
Oh, not a problem, man. I appreciate being brought in.
Yeah, no problem.
Nick, what's up, my dude? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm all right, just rocking.
So, question that I wanted to ask you is, back in 2006 against Denver, you get that big strip sack and the fumble recovery, sets up that touchdown for LT to break the record. Did you know that was coming right after you did that? Did you go up to him, say anything about that? What happened on that, man?
So when that happened, my goal initially wasn't to go and get the strip sack or whatever. I thought that they were going to have one more play on offense. Like, I was going to get it. I think it was a second down, a third down, something like that. I thought they were going to just go back, and I was going to have to get one more play. The tackle kind of went back and set on me, and I was like, oh, man, it almost seemed like he was playing like the game was over, and they was just either going to down it or throw it away or something like that. When I seen it, tackle wasn't playing me hard, I turned the corner and hit a pass rush move. I swiped it. When I got up, because I did the Pro Bowl dance and did the lights out dance, I ran to the sideline, and I already heard the crowd chanting LT, and that's when it clicked in that, oh shit, LT's about to break the record. And that's when it happened. I was like, man, he's about to break the record. But it was on my way to the sideline when they started to chant LT that I knew it was about to happen. I still tell people now that was probably one of the greatest moments of my career, because without that, I don't think he goes and break the record in that game.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Any other questions? Yep.
Yeah, I got one other question, man. So back when you were playing, we had the big pass rush duo on the team of you and Sean Phillips. How do you think you compare with the new big duo of Bosa and Ingram?
Man, they're up there. I'm not gonna lie. Sean Phillips, in my opinion, never really got the credit that he deserves, because he was just really consistent, right? He wasn't flashy. He went out there and got the job done, and he was just really always on his game. So he just always had a really, really good game. But without him, I would have been doubled all the time, and the offensive line would have slide protection. I would have got chipped off the edge. I would have got a tight end that would have stayed in a block too. But teams couldn't do that because Sean Phillips was so respected. So he never really got the credit that he deserved, because I had the big hits, and I had the dance, and I had all this other stuff. But to be honest, man, SP was one of the most consistent players in Chargers history. He just never really got that the credit he deserved, because he didn't have the kind of that extra other stuff outside of the game.
That's cool, man.
Thank you so much, Nick, for coming on today. It was great having you here, and I'm glad you guys got the opportunity to meet one another.
Yeah,
awesome. Dude, appreciate it.
You got it, Nick.
Thanks, guys.